If you do any of these three things before bed, and almost every person over 60 does, you may be quietly cutting off blood flow to your heart, your legs, and your brain while you sleep. And the most dangerous part? Every single one of these habits has been called healthy for decades. A board-certified internal medicine physician here, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your body after 6 p.m. and the simple evening reset that one of my patients called the best thing she ever did for her circulation. Stay with me, because the third habit on this list is the one that surprises people most. And it may be the one you do every single night. Here's something most people don't realize, and honestly, something that even gets overlooked in routine checkups. Your circulation doesn't just run on autopilot. It actually shifts behavior in the evening. After about 6 p.m., your body starts preparing for rest. Blood pressure naturally dips. Your heart rate slows. Blood flow to your extremities, your legs, your feet, your hands, begins to decrease. For younger people, this is totally fine. The body compensates beautifully. But after 60, that natural compensation becomes less reliable. The walls of your blood vessels stiffen slightly with age. That's just biology. Your autonomic nervous system, which regulates blood pressure, becomes a little slower to respond. And your lymphatic system, which helps drain fluid from your legs, works less efficiently at night. So what does that mean for you? It means the evening hours are when your circulation is most vulnerable. And it means that certain habits, even well-meaning ones, can quietly push that already slowed circulation into dangerous territory. According to the American Heart Association, poor peripheral circulation in older adults is directly linked to an increased risk of blood clots, nighttime leg cramps, heart strain, and even cognitive decline. So the question isn't whether your circulation slows at night. It does. The question is, are your evening habits making it worse? Habit number 1 happens at the dinner table. Now I want you to think about what you had for dinner last night. Was it something warm and comforting? A bowl of soup, some crackers, maybe a piece of whole grain bread? Those are all foods that have been marketed as healthy choices for decades. And in many ways, they are. But here's what no one tells you. A typical can of soup contains over 800 milligrams of sodium. The American Heart Association's daily limit is 1,500 milligrams for adults over 60. One bowl of healthy soup at dinner can use over half of that. And that sodium hits your bloodstream right before you go horizontal for 8 hours. Here's why that matters for circulation specifically. When you consume high sodium in the evening, your body retains water to dilute that sodium. That retained fluid increases the volume in your blood vessels, raising blood pressure right at the time your heart is trying to wind down for rest. For someone over 60, that spike, even a modest one, creates real strain. And while you're lying flat in bed, that excess fluid pools in your legs, in your feet, in your ankles. Sound familiar? That swelling you wake up with? That achiness in your feet when you first stand up in the morning? In many cases, it started at dinner. The good news, and I always want to give you good news, is that this is one of the most correctable habits there is. A few simple swaps at dinner can make a measurable difference within days. Habit number 2 is about timing, specifically the timing of something you may be doing as an act of self-care. Many people over 60 take their medications or supplements in the evening for convenience. Maybe you take your blood pressure medication at night. Maybe you take a magnesium supplement, a fish oil capsule, or a vitamin D before bed. And here's the complicated truth. Some of those things belong at night. Magnesium, for example, genuinely supports circulation and sleep when taken in the evening. That's a legitimate, evidence-based choice. But certain blood pressure medications, specifically calcium channel blockers and some diuretics, when taken too close to bedtime, can cause blood pressure to drop too low during sleep. And when blood pressure drops too low at night, circulation to your extremities and your brain becomes compromised. One large study found that adults who took their blood pressure medications at night, without guidance from their physician, had a significantly higher rate of nighttime blood pressure dips that fell into clinically dangerous ranges. Now, I want to be very clear here. I am not telling you to stop taking your medications or to change your regimen without talking to your doctor. That is not what this is about. What I am telling you is this: if you're taking any blood pressure or cardiovascular medication in the evening, it is absolutely worth a 5-minute conversation with your prescribing physician to confirm that the timing is right for your specific medication. That one conversation could be the difference between restful, restorative sleep and nighttime circulation disruptions that quietly compound over time. This is exactly the kind of thing that gets lost in a 15-minute appointment, but it matters enormously. Now, habit number 3. I promised this one would surprise you, and I've never been wrong about that. Habit number 3 happens after dinner, and it looks like this. You've had a good day. Maybe you walked earlier. Maybe you did some light gardening. You've earned your rest. So after dinner, you sit down in your favorite chair, maybe recline a little, and you watch some television, or read, or just rest your legs. And for the next 2 to 4 hours, you don't move very much, because you don't need to, because you're resting, because you're taking care of yourself. Here is what is actually happening in your legs during that time. Your calf muscles, which act as a second heart, pumping blood back up from your lower legs, have completely stopped working. Blood is pooling in your leg veins. Your lymphatic drainage has slowed to a crawl. And with every hour you remain still, the risk of a dangerous phenomenon called venous stasis increases. Venous stasis is the medical term for blood that has slowed so significantly in the veins that it begins to thicken. It is one of the leading precursors to deep vein thrombosis, blood clots in the legs, which can, in serious cases, travel to the lungs. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, prolonged sitting, even in a recliner with legs elevated, significantly reduces venous blood flow in older adults compared to gentle movement. Now here's the part I want you to really hear, because this is where most health advice gets this wrong. The solution is not to eliminate your evening rest. Rest is not the enemy. Extended stillness is. The difference between a restorative evening and a circulation-compromising evening often comes down to just 2 or 3 minutes of movement per hour. So what does that movement look like? And what else can you do to turn your entire evening into a circulation-supporting routine? That's exactly what I'm going to walk you through right now. Let's build your evening circulation reset. These are evidence-based, completely free, and you can start tonight. Step 1. The dinner upgrade. Swap your high-sodium evening staples for one of these options. Instead of canned soup, try a homemade broth with fresh vegetables or a low-sodium store brand. Look for anything under 400 milligrams of sodium per serving. Instead of crackers and cheese, try a small portion of walnuts and sliced cucumber. Heart-healthy fats, potassium, no sodium spike. And add 1 potassium-rich food to dinner 3 to 4 evenings per week. Sweet potato, avocado, banana, spinach. Potassium directly counteracts the blood vessel tightening effect of sodium. Step 2. The 2-minute ankle pump. This single exercise, endorsed by vascular surgeons worldwide, activates your calf muscle pump without leaving your chair. While seated, lift your toes toward your shins, then push them back down, pressing through the ball of your foot. That's one pump. Do 20 of those every 30 to 60 minutes. It takes less than 2 minutes. It restarts venous circulation in your lower legs. And according to research published in the Journal of Vascular Surgery, it reduces venous pooling in older adults comparably to light walking. Step 3. The pre-bed legs up reset. This costs nothing and takes no equipment. Lie on your back, on your bed or your floor, and rest your legs up against the wall at a 90-degree angle, or simply prop them on 2 pillows. Stay there for 10 to 15 minutes. This position uses gravity to drain pooled fluid from your legs back toward your core, actively reversing the venous stasis that built up during your evening. Many people who do this consistently report significantly less morning foot and ankle swelling within a week. Step 4. The hydration window. I know what you're thinking. If I drink water before bed, I'll be up all night. Here's the nuance. You don't want to flood your system before bed. But mild dehydration, which is extremely common in older adults, thickens the blood and slows circulation. The sweet spot is this. Drink 6 to 8 ounces of plain water with dinner, and then 4 ounces about an hour before bed. That maintains blood viscosity without overloading your kidneys overnight. Your circulation is not something that just happens to you as you age. It is something you actively influence. With every meal, every hour of stillness, every choice you make in the evening hours. The 3 habits we talked about today, evening sodium, medication timing, and extended stillness, are not things you're doing wrong. They're things you were never told, and now you know. The evening circulation reset takes less than 20 minutes total across your whole evening. No equipment, no gym membership, no expensive supplements, just the right movements, at the right times, in the comfort of your own home. One of my patients, a 68-year-old woman who had struggled with swollen ankles and morning stiffness for over 3 years, came back to me after 2 weeks of doing exactly what I just described. Her ankles were down, her sleep was better, and she told me, "I finally feel like my body is working with me again." That is what this channel is about. Not fear, not expensive solutions, just real medicine explained clearly, so you can make confident decisions about your own health. If this was helpful, please consider sharing it with someone you love who might need to hear it. And if you want to go deeper on circulation health, I have a video on the warning signs of poor leg circulation that many viewers have found eye-opening. Take good care of yourself tonight. I'll see you in the next one.